Shivchey HaRan, Chafei. The first chelek. Klal Advar, the principle of it all, Shebechol Inyonei Kedusha Precious, and all the different matters of sanctity and abstinence, and betayvus, sai in vices, and sai in midos, in good character traits. Ve'en binyonei yegias v'avodas v'trachos v'yisurim, and sai in inyonim of hard work, and tribulations and suffering for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hakol b'asher lakol haya chidush nifla v'noem ha'oid. The Rebbe was an unbelievable chidush. V'ya mufshot mikol ha'tayvus v'michol ha'midas b'tachlis, and he was totally stripped from all the tayvus and from all the bad midas in total. Ad shelo nish'ar lam shum tayva v'midim shushum shemetz be'alma. There was nothing left from any tayva, any kind of yearning for this inyonim of this world, even a mashal. V'zocho lema'ala ne'ira me'oid me'oid, and he was zoichet to this unbelievable maila, b'tachlis ha'ma'ala. And it's not even possible to speak at the greatness of the level that he has achieved. Because the more you add to it, the more you subtract. And everything that we have told up to this point, even though this story, according to what the Rebbe really was, these stories are like almost like slanderous when compared to the actual level that he has achieved. Still, we told all this, and what avodah he did when he was a kid. We should understand and know how the choice is always open. And every single person can attain, if he just wants, unbelievable level. It's just that he did it. You can do it. That's the reason for it. Even though it seems like, oh man, I can't do this. This is like unbelievably difficult. Don't let you get into avodas Hashem. Because the vices and the bad midas, they chase you. Even so, you have to be unbelievably stubborn in avodah. The reason because don't look at all this. It's not your business. All these stories that we said, a person needs to understand on a holy, awesome Rebbe of saintly memory. He also went through all these problems. He went through all these, he went through iron doors, iron walls. He passed all this. He went through all this. He still was able to break it all down. Why? Because he really wanted the avodas Hashem. He really chose life until he was zoicha to that which he was zoicha. And the Rebbe said, even if he wasn't a Baal Shem Tov's grandson, that's how the Kodesh Livrocho. Even if he would have come from the lowest family in Israel, he still would have achieved that which he has achieved through the hard work and the hard labor that he has invested and he told in avodas Hashem. This is the most important thing, We spoke before about how the heart is covered with corrupted loves. when you hear the shvachim of all the other tzaddikim, this is madregas, they have this is that, no problem. You can believe in the Rebbe Blemelech and the Rebbe Berditchever and the Baal Tanya and no problem. They're like stars in the sky. But when you hear the diburim about the tzaddik emes about Rabbeinu HaKodesh, how he was totally stripped, in the heart you can feel like, how do you know? I did this and you're just a person, Why are you making this thing out of me, whatever? And why does it bother you dafka by him? It doesn't bother you about all the other tzaddikim. Tzaddik HaKodesh, Zelvov Kitzis, Talo Baal Shem Tov, no problem. Whatever you want. Speaking of Rabbeinu, what do you have to, because it's tzaddik emes. Because you come from him. You're going to shomish shtams from him. It's negeh to you. Because when you talk to the person about tzaddik emes, about Rabbeinu HaKodesh, you're talking about you. And you know yourself, I'm not like that. How can you say about him like this? I'm not like that. So how can he be like that? He's not somebody else. He's your shayrish. He's your root. You come from him. So the Yetzer Hara says, whoa. How do you know that this? So you went through all these Yisurim. What are you telling about all these sufferings that you did? What's the big deal? Who said you're supposed to suffer? All these shtissim and klipas that boggle the mind. Why? Because it's negeh to you. This is the tzaddik through whom your Yeshua comes from. Because you come from him. He's Shosh Nishmas Yisrael. That's why every single thing that we say about Rabbeinu bothers you. Who says that it is, and why is it this, and why you say about this? Piva Kodesh, holy mouth. What do you say holy mouth? What do you have to say holy mouth? Because the mouth was holy, because he sanctified his mouth. Not because, he's the Rebbe, so automatically he says, okay, his mouth, we put a strip. It's holy. No. It's holy because he made it holy. Why does it bother me? Because I am damaged with Kedushas Abris. That's why it bothers me. Because the tzaddik is Kedushas Abris. And because I'm damaged, all these things about him bother me. Everything the Rebbe says is hard to do. What other tzaddikim say, the heilig of this, the heilig of that, he opened up the Hillim and the whole heavens open, everything is just barabim barabim automatic, no problem, I have no problem. Why? Because it doesn't demand anything of you. He is a huge tzaddik, he is an unbelievable, the Choyzef Lublin. I'll never forget this, when Reb Lezer Berland used to had Shuvah Bonim in Vishnitz, in Bnei Brak, right? His business over there, very beginning of Shuvah Bonim. He used to walk around with his eyes covered, and people walking. And the son of one of the Rebbes in Bnei Brak, he spoke to me, and he laughed at him. Going around, I was covered, they were leading him. I had to tell him, the Choyzef Lublin did the same thing. He surely would answer, you want to compare him to the Choyzef Lublin? To which I would answer, the Choyzef Lublin also was not the Choyzef Lublin before he did that. He did it, so he became Choyzef Lublin. So when somebody does that, suddenly by you he's a laughter. Because the emun of the tzaddikim, or Piras tzaddikim, it's tabula rasa, it's a closed issue. You don't ask about that. These are the old masters. This is just like, they came to this world, they're complete, they're total, you don't ask questions. By them, oh yes. But the Rebbe said, no, it's about you, it's about doing it. So it bothers me. Why you have to say, Piva Kodesh, his holy hands, his holy mouth, his holy eyes, and what is this? What is this idol worshipping? Because it's negeh to you. Because the Rebbe says, because the main thing is that you can reach that. You need to do that. That's what bothers you. Me? Shem Yazor. Hashem. Let's see. Sichas HaRan.
Wow. I'm strong from day one.
Sichas HaRan Chavhei. About the thoughts in the brain, which is a big pella, a big wonderment in Gdulas HaBoros Baruch Hu, the greatness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. How all the thoughts lay down in the brain in packages, packages and packages and packages. And when a person needs something and remembers it, he pulls it out. He pulls it out. He says, a double pella. You know, this search mechanism in the mind. Where would this matter until now? And there are connections that are laid out in the brain. And when a person remembers something, because something came up that awakens that particular association, every single machshava and memory, whatever it is represented by some kind of a knot or a symbol. So then, it takes out that thought from all the packages and packages of thoughts that are laid orderly in the moich. And when you pull out that thought, the thoughts in the brain, they all turn over and they roll over from the natural order with which they were laid before. You can see physically when you take something out of a package, everything, the whole package turns over. What we learn over here is the big difference between the computer memory and a person's memory. A person's memory is Spheres Habina. This is where the memory is. Unlike a computer, it is alive. The Spheres Habina is alive. The same thing, when a neshama leaves this world, it goes into Spheres Habina. This is Olam Haba. It's a live aspect. When a person thinks a certain memory, when he brings it out, it changes the whole makeup of the brain. It's a wondrous thing. It has all the inyanim of computer science, right here. Mm-hmm. It has all inyanim of psychology, right here. Dova Pele. Ad kan. Sicha Chavei.